Hello. Hello everybody. Welcome to my hotel room in Busan. And I'm very happy to be back in Korea, and a huge hello to all my fans who I'm going to be seeing over the next few days from tomorrow's show in Busan, and then afterwards in Seoul, and then after in Daegu. So it's really cool to be back so soon after I played a show here a little while ago, but a couple months ago really. Oh, and I can see myself now as well. So I look a little pale. I look a little bit pale. It's jet lag. That's why I look like a vampire. Unless you're into that sort of thing, in which case, fine. Okay, so you have to ask me questions apparently, and then apparently I can ask you questions. Even though I'm talking to myself, which is, funnily enough, what I seem to be doing a lot of the time right now, talking to myself. Yes, Minsup, my friend over here, is holding up a thing that says, I just got here in Busan, but what she doesn't realize is that I already said that. One second. She just... So, Minsup is here, and now they're hiding. And so she wants me to say I just got here in Busan, and then afterwards she wants me to say it's my first time visiting Busan. Well, it is my first time visiting Busan, but you all know that it's my first time visiting Busan. Oh yeah, that's true. Anyway, so I'm playing at the Bexco Auditorium tomorrow, and I'm doing a different show. Anyway, the show is, just so you can understand, it's based on the Heaven tour that we did around Europe, which I designed with Studio Yob. Amazing designers. If you don't know who Studio Yob are, J-O-B, you should check them out because they're amazing and they're my friends, and we did this tour. We've shipped parts of the show all the way over. It's the first time we've actually brought some heavy stuff with us. And it's a new set list with some songs that I haven't done ever before, and also some songs that I haven't done in many, many years. And the show's divided in two sections, and you're gonna discover it if you come tomorrow, or to Seoul, or to Daegu. And so now, am I supposed to be answering? Oh yeah. Hello, Louise Wilbert. Hello, LVL1. Julia. So, oh God. You want me to sing popular song? Maybe. Someone says say hi to me, but they didn't give me their name, so hi. Okay, now what am I supposed to say? Because everyone's talking about Ariana Grande for some women. What am I supposed to... I like Ariana Grande too. She's cool. She's small and she sings huge, and she's got an amazing discipline, an amazing musicality. And she's quite remarkable. Okay, if you're going to ask me a question, please ask me a question. Some people are in from France.
Some... want to know your set list?
They want to, well, they can't know my set list. If they want to know, someone wants to know my set list. If you want to know my set list, you have to come to the show. Otherwise, set lists aren't fun. But it's, I'm going to be doing a bit more stuff at the piano. And also, every night I'm going to be doing different songs. Mixing in, not all different songs, but I'm playing songs from all 4 albums, and yeah, and new versions as well of other things.
What's your favorite song? Is asked by one of the fans.
Someone says they dreamt last night that they sang with me.
Oh, that's nice.
It's quite nice. The only problem is, I always like bringing up people from the audience and having them on the stage singing and playing. The problem is that only 1 in 20 will actually have the guts to do it and to play and play well. The rest of them just kind of sit there, and the audience doesn't know what to do, and everyone feels a bit embarrassed. But if you can play, hold up a sign saying that you really can play, and then I will take you from the audience and stick you on the stage and make you play. So there's a challenge. If you really can play and you're coming to the show tomorrow in Busan, or in Seoul the day after, or and Saturday and Sunday.
Valentine's Day.
What?
Valentine's Day.
Oh yeah, on Valentine's Day. God, I hate Valentine's Day.
You did ask me what Valentine's Day was.
I didn't ask you what... I did ask you what Valentine's Day was, but I know what Valentine's Day is. It's just... I don't know, I didn't put the two and two together. I didn't even realise that it was Valentine's Day. Valentine's Day. So come spend Valentine's Day with us. Come, but for anyone who hates Valentine's Day, come to my show. No, so okay.
What did you do today was one of the
I went on a bullet train today. Today I went on a bullet train, and today I suffered jet lag, because day one is always easy. When you land, you're so tired that you sleep and you're like, oh my God, it's amazing, I've come to Korea all the way from Europe and I have no jet lag. And then day two, you pay the price. Yeah. Will you have a fan greet? Maybe. I think I do.
You do.
I do. At all three shows I have a fan greet, yes. What do you know, I want you to duet with Ariana Grande again. Again, Ariana Grande. That's good. I like it.
Do you like K-pop?
I do like K-pop. I like K-pop, and I am intending on coming back to Korea and spending a week writing with different K-pop artists, and I can't tell you who, but I am doing that this year, and I'm very excited to see what happens when I'm in the room with people who make K-pop and what kind of music happens. It could be actually quite amazing.
What's your favourite Korean?
When do you leave Korea? That's not a very nice question to ask someone who just arrived. I'm not going to answer you.
What's your favourite?
Do you like The Big Bang?
It's K-pop. It's a K-pop group.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you meant the origin of like the universe. I was like, well, I'm sorry. I haven't really slept. I'm a bit stupid. To underwater, please. Okay, I will sing underwater. Il y a beaucoup de gens qui sont français, apparemment. Bonjour à tout le monde qui est en train de nous parler de la France. Je vous aime. Toujours. Même ici, à Busan, je vous aime. Don't go. Someone said don't go. One person says, when do you leave, even though I just arrived, and another person says, please don't go. I like the second person. Okay, so someone's asking favorite Korean food. Favorite Korean food. Okay. Well, I always like the idea of the Korean barbecue, where you go and you get all these pieces of meat, and it all looks so amazing, and then you start to eat it, and then you keep on eating it and keep on eating it, and then you can't sleep till about 7 o'clock in the morning because you've eaten so much. But I have to say, I never liked kimchi before, but a couple of years ago I was climbing in the Himalayas, and it was really cold, and there was a whole group of Korean climbers that was climbing with us. And we went all the way up to Mashapushre base camp, and they climbed with us the whole time. And there were young people, older people, and they all had such a good attitude that we just hung out with them and climbed with them. And in the evening, they shared with us the soju and also the kimchi that we used to mix in with our Nepalese food. And ever since then, I actually like kimchi, even though before I didn't like kimchi. But when you're sitting there and you're talking with people in minus 20 degrees in February in the Himalayas, and you're eating kimchi, it feels amazing. So ever since then, I love kimchi. No, I'm not answering that ridiculous question. Don't ask me that. What's my observation on Korean people? Well, like all Korean people, that's kind of an impossible question to.
That is what
Okay, let me say something. I went walking yesterday on my own the whole day, and when I would bump into fans, for example, in a coffee shop, the fans would say hello to me so nicely, and then the next thing I know, they would buy me like a little cake, or they would buy me a coffee. That doesn't happen anywhere else. Very few places in the world do you just sit in a coffee shop with a coffee and someone comes up to you with a little gift of like macaroons. And the girl that gave me macaroons yesterday, thank you very much. They were very delicious. But afterwards I went walking into the palace, in the main palace in Seoul, and I was walking around, and it's really beautiful. But one thing that was amazing was seeing all the young Koreans who were dressed up in traditional clothes taking pictures. And obviously taking pictures for their families and for the parents. And they were wearing these pale pinks and these peach colours and baby blue and white trousers. And the guys were wearing these big traditional white, blue trousers or dark blue or black trousers. And then they had on white socks and they were wearing Adidas. And on top they had these big pale blue shirts. And I sat there with like hipster earrings and I thought, those are the coolest guys, the coolest fucking guys I've seen in a very long time. The woman looks so beautiful. That kind of traditional beauty is actually something that's really cool and that I think young people should do even more because it looks even better on young people than it does on older people. What's my favourite song from my new album, from my latest album, No Place in Heaven? Porcelain. That's my favourite song. What am I going to do on Saturday? Is that my day off? I'm going to go walking around again. Probably in that area that I love. What's that area that where I did the photo shoot for Elle last time? In the street. Bokchon. It's amazing. I'll just go hang out in Bokchon.
Also Via at 8 p.m. on 13th. There's a second Via on the 13th.
Oh, and we're doing another chat. Maybe we'll do it from Bokchon. Yeah, because we're doing another chat on the 13th.
At 8 p.m.
At 8 p.m. And we'll do it from this amazing old area of Seoul. Favorite Korean song? Can you name my idols? Do I have a happy life? I think so. I think so, you know? I think I have a happy life. I have a happy life because I'm quite free. I do what I like. I have moments of real commercial success, whether it's in music or whether it's TV stuff or whatever it is, and moments where it's a lot more artistic, but all the time I do what I love and I do what I believe in, and so I'm always excited. I'm always quite hungry, and I'm always excited and nervous about what happens next. Like, I don't know what's going to happen this year. I don't know what's going to happen next year. I have no idea, but I prefer it that way because it keeps me on my toes. It keeps me creative, and it keeps me hungry. What is the remarkable thing about this show? You'll see. Because the Heaven Tour was beautiful and really musical as well, because it looks beautiful, but it's very musical and quite, the music's the most important thing. But in this version of the show that we're doing for Asia, it's even more like that, and you'll see why tomorrow. Basically, it starts out with just me, and then it builds, but that's all I'm going to say. God, you're asking too many questions too fast. Slow down. Did you bring your dogs? No! Why am I Robbie Williams flying around in a private plane with his dogs? Johnny Depp? No, I didn't bring my dogs. How long will the show be? The show will be about, I don't know. It depends how many songs you ask for. About an hour and a half to 2 hours. Have you been in Dubai? Yes, I was in Dubai. How do you know that? How do you know if I was in Dubai? I was in Dubai 2 days ago. How funny. Strange person. Why did you take a KTX train? Dunno, because it was moving and it got me here. I don't know why. Why did I take a KTX train? Is there another one? Huh? Airplane. Yeah, but I like trains because they don't search you all the time. You go to an airport, you just get so sick of being searched. Like, just leave me alone. What's my hobby? Well, talking to myself, obviously. It seems to be something I do all the time. Please, what do you think about the definition of beauty? That's a nice question. Well, let's go back to those teenagers that I saw in the palace yesterday. I think the definition of beauty is style. It's not what your face looks like. It's not the shape of your nose. It's not, how much money you spent on your clothes. It's style, and style is everything. Style is so important. Style is a story. Style is the story that you tell and the way that you communicate it. What you want to communicate to the world and the way that you do that. And I mean that really sincerely. I don't mean that, it's not fashion. Fashion and style are two different things. And I think that you can have a woman or a man who is not considered to have the golden shape of face or whatever, but they can have such style, and every part of their personality comes together, from what they do to the things they love, to the people they love, to the way they dress, to the way they communicate, and to the way that they open up their heart. And that person can be really beautiful and have a great style and communicate a really strong personality. And that is, in my opinion, the definition of beauty. The definition of beauty is very singular. It's like there's every single type of beauty. There's not one type of beauty. And that's why it's so fascinating. It's endless. And it also, our perceptions of beauty change with time, and it's like something that's considered beautiful now might not be as popular later, but when it's stylish, it means it's singular and it tells a singular story, and that lasts forever. There's this amazing film by this woman who was the first editor of Vogue, and she came from another magazine before, for the Hearst Group, and Diana Vreeland. Sorry, I'm having a block. She has the best definition of style. She has the best definition of beauty. She wasn't beautiful, particularly in a kind of traditional sense, but she was amazing. What do you think your style is then? Natasha Chong, that's good. My style is phenomenal. No, it's not. My style is undefinable, accidental. It's as much classic as it is modern, as much traditional and conservative as I am completely liberal and alternative at the same time. It's curious. I think my thing is that more than anything, I'm curious, and I think that that changes the way that I am. And now they're saying that I have to wrap up. Oh, colourful and classy is what someone just said. That's cool. That's nice. Thank you. Valentino yo-yo, said my crazy sunset. You're cool. This is really good. So much better than all my friends. Yeah, I could take you to the pub. We could just have a beer together. See? You just write funny things. And how about last Seoul Jazz Festival? Amazing. Last Seoul Jazz Festival was incredible. It was musically incredible. It was such a thrill to be playing in front of that many people, and to be feeling that energy. That's what's amazing about the audience over here. They communicate, they sing, they react, and it feels really thrilling. It's a real thrill. Have you a nice suit for Korea? Yeah, got a couple. Coucou, bisous de France. Mika, tu fous quoi en Corée? Well, that. If you don't know, someone just asked me, what are you doing in Korea? I was like, well, what are you doing on this chat? I'm singing, obviously. I'm here for a puppet show. Changing career, becoming like John Malkovich and doing puppet things. I think I've got to go now. Someone asked me in a recent interview, I think it was for PlayDB. What did they ask me?
You're writing a book.
Yeah, because I'm writing a book.
And
It was never supposed to be a book, it was turned into a book. It's kind of ruining my life, but it's also, I'm really proud of it because it's very personal, very strange. And
the
so,
interviewer asked that
the interviewer asked me,
he heard that it's going to be like being John Malkovich.
yeah, the interview said that he had heard that the book was like stepping into like a Michel Gondry film, like being John Malkovich. And I said, that's impossible, because I'd kill myself if there were 800 other versions of me. Which wouldn't want to be around. I've got to go. Au revoir. Merci beaucoup. 감사합니다. Because I know that there's people from China too. And shukran كتير. Ciao. Ciao, grazie. Go back to your curly long hair. You know what? I'm like one of those dolls that you push the back and suddenly all the hair squeezes out. I'll do that for you tonight, and I'll see you tomorrow with my curly hair. Please excuse me while I go grow some. Bye. Bye. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow.